Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to another episode of Shameless FC. Welcome back to another recap of another week of football. But of course, always have to say, drink up to the top of the Premier League and also drinks up to the first ever Club of the Year, Chelsea Football Club, the inaugural 2021 Ballon d'Or winners in club football, the only real legitimate award to talk about. And yeah, what a great weekend of football except for the likes of Spurs and Chelsea, who both didn't play over midweek and everything. It was a great week of football for a neutral. We got to watch Arsenal beat Newcastle, Liverpool absolutely demolished Southampton, Manchester City play cutback FC against West Ham. Great week of football to watch. Am I wrong though? Am I wrong?
Hey, I know if I'll stop you when you're lying.
All right, cool. No worries. But yeah, great week of football, except for the likes of Spurs and Chelsea who didn't play over the week. But first off, big up the panel. Big up everyone that's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button on your way in, as always. Flawless, I'm going to start off with you. Like, I know it's been a great week for you and everything with the sacking of Ollie and everything like that. But talk to me, bro. How's everything been?
Everything outside of that is always good. And now my football team's good. You know what I'm saying? And that, or better, I should say. And I said this all last week. As soon as he got sacked, it was going to be rainbows and blue skies. You know what I'm saying? We beat Villarreal. There was improvements, and I'll go further into detail but there was improvements made. Top the group through to the next round. No Europa League stuff, because that would have been peak. And then we came to your place, and I said on this very show we'd get a result. And we got a result. Not a surprise.
I didn't recall us playing personally. But it's what it is.
If I was you, I'd forget that too. But I said it, I called it. You know what I'm saying in there? I called it on this very goal. Look back at last week's show, people. And everyone was like, oh, you won't. But we'll get into that, innit? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I was right. Well, I'm blessed, man. How are you? How are you doing, though, Lewis? More importantly.
It's 2 days gone from the match. So I'm only a little bit pissed off now. That game was still bullshit from start to finish. Like, we will talk about the Manchester United-Chelsea game. We chat about it for a little bit on your channel yesterday. But not one of the worst Manchester United side I have ever seen come to Stamford Bridge. And then the second half, we had Nemanja Matic at 36 years of age doing back heels and flicks and nutmegs across our entire midfield.
Nemanja Matic on smoke and that, fam. You know what I'm saying? Out here, back, get me. Reliving the glory days when he was at the bridge.
Man. Fred's running around like prime N'Golo Kante. It was a disgrace to watch. And then we got that fucking wallad Timo Werner who couldn't hit a barn door if he was blindfolded. I can't be asked for it.
Shout out to Jorginho on that touch as well. Big up man like Jorginho. My
great assist.
Great assist. Look who's starting to pipe up as well. I can't be asked. Wasn't the quadruple meant to be over like a month ago?
Let's go. Talk.
Bro, it's back on, innit? It's back on.
What is it? A light switch? Is it on and off whenever you please or something?
No, Lewis, realistically, what does Jorginho offer that like Mo Elneny doesn't offer? What does he have that Elneny doesn't have?
That Elneny doesn't have.
Yeah. What does Jorginho have that Elneny doesn't have?
For starters, a Champions League, a Europa League.
No, but like I'm talking about talent, quality.
In terms of quality, everything. Passing range is better, composure's better, football IQ is better.
Composure's better. I see him under pressure, losing the ball and giving United goals. I don't know what composure's better. I see him in the Euros. I see him in the Euros final again, taking the penalty to win it, and he actually gave England a chance to get back into that penalty shootout.
No, this isn't an Arsenal fan talking about missed penalties in the Euros.
No, I know I do, but Saka obviously misses penalty. But I didn't say Saka was great under pressure, did I? But you said Jorginho is, and if he is great under pressure, then how come? And how come it's because of him right now that Italy might not be at the World Cup?
It's because of him. It's because of him. It's the final when he scored the winning penalty.
No, I'm talking about the World Cup, not the Euros. The World Cup.
But we were just talking about the Euros like 10 seconds.
Yeah, I said that's two pressure moments now. In the final, he missed the penalty, and to then send his country to the World Cup, he missed the penalty.
Well, you know what? There was a big pressure moment.
So if he's so calm under pressure, then how come he keep missing penalties?
Well, let's go further back then, and we could talk about the Real Madrid second leg where he got a yellow card in about 5 minutes, then produced about 10 interceptions, 15 tackles, and didn't get a second yellow card for the rest of the game.
Yeah, Jadon Sancho running at him, and he bottled it. he bottled it.
No, man, it's like Thomas Tuchel said, when you're looking up at the sky and the ball's coming down, you've got all those floodlights in your eyes. It's hard for you to judge where the ball's dropping. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. You can't really account for floodlights, innit? Like, they're bright. They're gonna get in your vision. You can't really judge for it, but it is what it is. I blame the team anyway because they shouldn't have had Jorginho isolated by himself. That was a piss take. I get all our goals come from defenders and that, but that doesn't mean they all have to burst forward the whole time. Like, there needs to be somebody that sits down. And that was the whole fucking problem. We left Jorginho isolated. He was in a 2-on-1 situation. Yeah, the touch was a bit shit. Right? It was a bit of a shit touch. People are saying he should have moved it out, but Jorginho isn't the sort of player that moves it out.
Point assist still.
Didn't he do similar against Arsenal as well, where he just passed it into his own net last season?
That was Zuma's fault. That was
this guy's got a history of making mistakes. And this is, look, by the way, look, I think maybe I'm looking at him differently, but I heard Chelsea fans putting him in the same category as Lionel Messi. So if you're going to put him in that category, expect him to be judged differently as well.
I mean, we're not putting him in the same category.
Oh, yes, you are.
He was only 2 positions away from him. And even then, it was a debate.
So do you disagree with that, or do you agree with that?
I agree Jorginho should have got third. I think he should have got higher, personally.
See, this is why he gets slander. If you just said that he's a good player, he world class on his day, but top 3 in the world, are you saying that he's like Ronaldo, Mbappe level? Is that what you're saying?
I feel like
because Ronaldo finished 6th and Mbappe finished 9th.
Oh, there you go. See, okay, say no more.
Like, once they do, if they did what Jorginho did in 2021, maybe they would be a bit higher. But you want to talk about pressure moments? Let's talk about Mbappe's pressure moments in the Euros. What happened to him?
But I didn't mention Mbappe in pressure moments, though.
You mentioned Mbappe and how he should have been higher than Jorginho, but Jorginho...
No, I said, do you think he's better than Mbappe?
He's a better year than him.
But do you think he's a better player?
They play in different positions.
But who would you rather have in your team?
One dictates play.
Who would you rather have in your current team? Come on, Lewis. Who would you rather have in your current team? Answer the question.
Jorginho. He was key for us winning the Champions League. Key to Italy winning the Euros. Most tackles and interceptions in the Euros and the Champions League. Most minutes played in the Euros for Italy.
You know, Shameless FC is pure carnage. Lewis didn't even get through the whole intro. That's how the show's carnage.
You guys are, because everyone's been waiting for a chance to gun down Chelsea. I was waiting for this, man.
I ain't even getting you lot down. I'm just like, I knew we get a result. That's all.
I can't believe we let you lot get a result. You lot was so shit in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, the amount of individual mistakes I was seeing, you lot could barely get the ball out of your own box. We were dominating play, and then it was the same old Stormtrooper finishing up front.
Thanks. Your boy Victor Lindelof, innit? You know what I'm saying? You seen him for what he was.
Yeah, I can't lie. That VL.
I thought he played all right still.
You take him at your club then, innit, Ryan? You can have him.
Take him over Joe Gomez, like I said.
Hey, you can have him from. I don't care over who if you want to take.
You say you'll take him over Joel?
No, he said Joe Gomez.
Joe Gomez.
Oh, I thought you said Joel.
You don't rate Gomez.
No, I think he's crap.
You know who wasn't rated? A certain centre back who didn't start in a 4-0 win, but.
Yeah, Nat Phillips didn't start in the 4-0 win. Yeah, no. I think he was on the bench or something.
Let's not speak too much about that. Ryan, what are you saying anyway, bro? You all good?
Yeah, man, I'm good. It's been a good weekend of football, man. I can't lie, Back to 2 points within the top of the table. We're going to go top on the weekend. Yeah, man, it's all good, man. It's all good.
We're going to go top on the weekend. How's that happening?
Because you, man, you ain't going to... Gerrard's going to do us a favour against Man City tomorrow, so they'll drop points. And then you, man, aren't beating West Ham. You aren't going to beat West Ham on the weekend.
This guy got it all.
Yeah, exactly. So you drop points there as well. Antonio going to put Christian in.
Just because your attack's good and everything doesn't mean we have the same defence.
Yeah, I know you, man. Yeah, we don't have Jorginho assisting other players, so yeah, maybe not. So. Good, man.
and you.
Yeah, don't worry about
it.
Antonio's going to put whoever's playing in your back 5 in a spliff, innit? And then we're going to beat Everton and Wolves.
What, the same spliff they put Van Dijk in? What, is he going to do a hybrid or something?
This is carnage.
Nah, he didn't put Van Dijk in a spliff. That was Alisson tax that day, I can't lie.
Alisson tax? Okay. Alisson.
Okay, that was Alisson that day, innit? I love Alisson, innit? Let's just clarify that, people. Alisson, I love him, innit? But like, he was bad that
10
day.
seconds ago, Alisson tax.
Yes,
Nah, he was bad that
Alisson
day,
tax,
innit?
that is ridiculous, you know. That is outrageous for you. Alisson tax,
Yeah,
fam.
that was bad still. That
Is
come out,
outrageous. Arguably
That
the
didn't
best.
come
You
out.
could argue he's like one of the best goalkeepers. And you're saying
He is
Alisson
one of the
tax.
best goalkeepers. He's the best goalkeeper in the league. He's one of the best
You
in
just
the
said
world.
Alisson tax. You just blamed him. You know what I'm saying? Alisson
That
tax,
day,
you know.
that day it was Alisson tax. That
Hey, you
particular
gotta
day.
look past those things for a minute. You know what I mean? When you're that cold, you gotta look past mistakes. Innit?
Yeah,
Same way Lewis
I
is
love
looking
it.
past
He's a
Jorginho's
quality
mistake. You
keeper,
got to, innit?
but,
You know what I'm saying?
That day he was very bad.
Yeah,
But
right.
yeah,
With his
everyone
bad
has bad
takes.
games,
yo.
innit? Everyone has bad games.
That's your tag team partner there with that super chat as well, saying that.
Yo,
Yeah,
he's
big up
yeah, but
Matt
he
today,
took your
round of
worst
his
takes.
bad
I mean, he
takes
took
as
your
per
worst ever
usual.
manager back at the club. So yeah,
That is true.
I
He did say he'd take Lampard
True,
back.
innit?
He did say that.
Yeah, you know what, Fata, actually, he's turned it around on your head still. Yeah. You know what? That's why you lot are tag team partners. That makes perfect
man.
sense. It makes perfect sense.
These man got bad takes, you know what I'm saying? They're just jobbers, you know that tag
I
team
don't
that
have
is just
bad
jobbers.
takes.
Like Mosher
That's
and
the
Thrasher.
G team.
Yeah, man, they're like Mosher and Thrasher, fam. You know what I'm saying? They're headbangers. That's what they're like. You know
No,
what
but
I'm
just
saying?
watch, yeah.
No, man.
Gerrard puts Pep in a spliff tomorrow, yeah. We beat Everton tomorrow, yeah. So we go above City. Chelsea will beat
Wait,
Watford.
run that
I
back.
know
Sorry,
that.
what's going on? How you can finish in top at the end of the weekend? Sorry, run that back. Slow it down and run that back. I want to hear this. Legit. Go on.
So Gerrard's gonna put Pep in a spliff tomorrow.
Okay. So
They'll
Villa
drop
beat
points.
City.
We're gonna beat
Oh, they
Everton
drop points.
tomorrow.
Okay. Right.
Chelsea
you win
will
the
beat
Merseyside
Watford,
derby.
innit? So they'll beat
Okay.
Watford. But then on the
Right.
weekend, we'll beat Wolves away,
Mhm.
and West Ham will get something against Chelsea, innit?
Okay. And what about City?
City will win on the weekend, but we'll still go above them, innit?
Okay. All right. Cool.
So
I don't even know who City are playing on the weekend.
Lose to West Ham. I know our record at that ground isn't great, but it still doesn't mean it's guaranteed. Zuma tax is a thing. Do you want to speak on
Zuma
that?
scored against us still.
Yeah, we know. Great header.
Yeah, that's your defense, innit? Not ours.
It was a great header.
No, it was
Sorry.
Alisson that day, innit?
We ain't the same.
I'm at the Alisson tax. You know that is wild.
Yeah, that was bad
That was
still.
a crazy
I feel so
one still.
bad, you know. I feel so
As
bad.
you
I
should.
said that.
You know what I'm saying? I think you should leave. Well, here we are.
Can't be asked. Alright, Babs, what are you saying, bro? You all good?
Yeah, everything blessed, man. Arsenal winning, so everything's blessed.
Yeah, you know, I think you lot guys had the calmest week of all, but yeah, we will get
Yo,
into that. As well.
Baz, just a quick question. How well did John Joe Shelby play the other day?
It was average.
That backfired on
Did
me.
he even-
What
did
were
he
you
play?
gonna say, man?
Did he play?
John Joe
Babs was there, you know. Babs was there. I'm not asking, did he play? Babs was
Oh,
at
it was
the
him.
ground.
No, I don't remember Shelby playing, bro. Shelby was Newcastle an average team, so they got players that average as well, except for Joe Willock.
Oh, Babs was there and asked you, yo, did he play? You know what I'm saying? Yo, John
Did
Joe
he
Shelby
play?
agenda in a month. I said, did he play? It's a wrap for you, fam.
Babs, you were supposed to back me up here, but yeah, it's cool.
Nah, man, he's still pissed about last week's result.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if Jan's still here, but Jan, if you're still here, what are you saying?
Still chatting.
Nope, she ain't here. That's cool. Well,
Sorry. Oh.
Oh, are they?
yeah, no worries. What are you saying? You're good.
Yeah, good, thanks. How are you?
Been better. Yeah.
I like how she made the
Yo,
effort
you
to
club
put
of the
that
year?
City
You're
shirt on
number
today as
5.
well.
You feel me? Finished 3rd in Ballon d'Or, club of the year, top of the Premier League. Where's the energy, man? What's the issue,
Oh,
Lewis?
yeah, thanks
Oh,
for
go on.
reminding us. Yeah, again, the inaugural Club of the Year, Chelsea Football Club. Dominating proceedings as always. Most players in the Ballon d'Or. Women's team dominating. Awards
Lewis.
left, right, centre for the mighty Blues, and soon to be world champions as well. Let's go.
Lewis, who would you say is Chelsea's best player?
I'm not sure. That stab is hilarious, by the way. Fuck off.
Why are you thinking? I thought you would say there's one person you surely have to say, right? The guy you always
plenty of players,
provide
though.
propaganda for.
Yo, the
Yeah,
bench warmer.
I was just going to add Christensen into the list, though, but there's plenty of players. Christensen, Silva, Mendy,
So
Kante.
where was AC at the Ballon
Yeah,
d'Or
where is AC?
ceremony
I
yesterday?
ain't seen him play for time.
You tell
I
me.
didn't see him there. I saw Cesar Azpilicueta. I didn't see Andreas Christensen.
Tuchel in it. Tuchel putting him on the bench.
Didn't.
Let's be
Tuchel
real about it, though. Because Kaja finished 18th. They were in the same team for Denmark, and Christensen had a way better year than he did.
If I were you, I'd
So,
make a difference.
I don't know.
Bro, but
I
yeah.
really don't know. I know why Kaja got put in, and it's because of the way he handled the Christian Eriksen situation. And fair play to him for the way he handled it, because he handled it excellently in the situation.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, he should have got one of those individual awards they use just to credit special achievements and shit. That's what I think he should have got. Because what he did was amazing in the moment, and he handled it superbly. But if they use that to influence the Ballon d'Or voting, then I don't think that was right. Because personally, I don't think he had that level of a year that he should be 18th in the Ballon d'Or. That don't make sense to me. Especially when the guy on his right-hand side has 44 clean sheets in 54 games, a Champions League and a Super Cup to his name. Don't make sense.
But then you can't put a bench player in the Ballon d'Or list, innit?
What was that?
You can't put a bench player in the Ballon d'Or list, innit? At the end of the day, man.
What do you mean a bench player? I literally just said 44 clean sheets in 54 games. And you want to talk about a bench player? Please. My guy, please have respect for a guy who came to Anfield twice and dropped 2 man of the matches on your club's head. Please. Come on, man.
But where's he been? He's not even been playing, fam. Like, come on, man.
He hasn't played the last 3 games because the standard of quality in our defense is that high. None of the back 3 deserve to get benched right now. None of the back 3 deserve to get benched. Chalobah's been amazing. Silva's been amazing. Rudiger's been amazing. I can't even say that one of them should be benched.
The only one who should be benched is the one on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Christiansen.
Yeah, exactly.
He's coming back tomorrow. Watford's getting put in a pack, so here's why.
It's for Christian to mistake tomorrow.
Who's playing up front? If Josh King puts him in a split, man. Oh my days, yo. It'd be hilarious.
This is great.
Yeah, you lot can dream of that. Play FIFA on amateur mode.
But to be fair, the guy next to me doesn't even play legendary career mode. What a disgrace.
Yeah, I play world class, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
I'm smart enough. I ain't playing legendary. I played legendary. I got moved to. I got moved to. I played legendary offline. And I was like, I ain't doing this shit. I gotta concentrate. You know what I'm saying? I told you right already. You can run it. You know what I'm saying? You with your big mouth. You can run it. Whenever you ready.
At the moment, but yeah, man.
Sure, innit? You find time always to talk shit, though, innit? You know what I'm saying? In that. Yo, you can run it, fam. Get me? You can run it. You can run a career mode on the channel.
I'm gonna recreate 100%. This season. Liverpool lifting 4 trophies, innit?
What that happened?
Well, you're gonna lower it to beginner mode instead.
Yeah, serious. When did that happen?
It's gonna happen, innit? I just said.
When? I'm saying.
When are you gonna say how it's happening? How it's happening?
You lot notoriously win 1 trophy per year and that, so you're gonna get 4 in 1. You don't even get 4 trophies in 4 years.
Yeah, we won 3 in 1 year.
Notoriously win 1 trophy a year. Come on, man. Have you seen that?
We won a treble a couple of years ago.
What treble was this?
2 years ago.
Premier League Super Cup, Club World Cup, innit?
Oh my god.
How many times have you got a double? Like, it's cool, man. Your era lasted 2 years. It's fine.
And the only reason we didn't win the League Cup that season is because we had to go to the Club World Cup and our game didn't get cancelled, the League Cup game against Villa, so we didn't have any. We had to put our youth team out.
I said the
League Cup.
Nobody cares. Like, City just got knocked out of it for the first time in 4 years. I don't even think.
Worst Carabao Cup champions of all time, innit?
Exactly. They don't care. They're probably bored of that competition too.
No, I like the League Cup, to be fair. I do like it.
Thank you, Anne. Yeah, thank
you. Well, when you win it 4 years in a row.
You're winning it, Ryan. It's probably going to be Lewis celebrating that at the end of the season. Well, in February, whenever it is.
But we're already going into the semi-finals because we're playing the quarterfinals on my birthday, so we're obviously going to win in it. So yeah, we're already pretty much.
Who you got?
Leicester again? At home.
Yeah, Leicester are moving on your birthday. Yeah, Leicester, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose.
Pats and definitely going to lose. Run rings around Matip on your birthday.
I guarantee you are going to lose, fam. You are going to lose, fam. 100%. It's on your birthday, you're going to lose.
Not my birthday.
You're going to get knocked out. Yes, that's exactly what's going to happen. Trust me.
City was my birthday.
You them fresh birthday beats is peak for you.
To be fair, the last time we played on my birthday, yeah, I remember we drew 3-3 away to Arsenal, innit? We were like 2-0 up. We went like 3-2 down and we got 3-3 in it. Like,
that's the universe shutting you up, fam. That's how this content creator space works, and that. Anytime someone says something, that happens in it. We called De Bruyne Kevin the cross merchant, and then he scored from an overhit cross against PSG. Exactly. That's how this shit works.
That's actually true.
That's how this works. I'm telling you.
Mr. got 8th in the Ballon d'Or as well. Let's not get into that. Like, oh my days.
This guy, you know.
8th in the Ballon d'Or, man. City's worst midfielder for the past year.
This guy.
Stop having your De Bruyne agenda. De Bruyne is
not an agenda. It's facts. I
don't even know where you're going at. Salah literally finished above him.
Yeah,
did he?
Good.
Yeah, just a point, but he finished above him.
Yeah.
He should have. Salah should have been easy top 5.
Got above Salah as well. I'll never know still.
Nah, because I swear Salah didn't have the best end of last season. His conversion rate was all over the place.
No, he still did. He didn't have a great January, February.
Don't say that, because you were running the dirtiest Salah agenda until.
This new age Salah fan. We ain't hearing nothing from you about Salah, Mister.
I think the last few months deserve massive recognition, and he's been better than Ronaldo, innit? Like, yeah.
So you think you should win it based off a few months? You definitely think Donnarumma deserved the Lev Yashin award. Which, by the way, the biggest farce I've seen. How the fuck Mendy didn't win that award? I'll never know.
I agree with that still. I agree with that.
It was probably mainly because of the Euros. That's probably why. Because he won player of the tournament, didn't he, Donnarumma?
Yeah, but Donnarumma should never have.
But let's be real. If he didn't have those 3 shit penalties to deal with in the Euros final, he wouldn't be anywhere near.
He didn't even save one of them. Rashford hit the post.
That's wise.
Yeah, he saved 2 and they missed 1. Yeah,
he saved 2.
I don't know, man. They gave him the player of the tournament, so I think, like, because Mendy was obviously class Chelsea, but he wasn't like the player of the tournament. He didn't get that sort of accolade. That's why
Mendy literally conceded the least goals of a Champions League winning goalkeeper in history. Has more clean sheets, less goals conceded, and played less games. Donnarumma don't even start for PSG regularly.
To be fair,
but then they give it to Lionel Messi for the Ballon d'Or, despite him stinking up French football for the last 3 months. How does that make sense? If you're going to do it based off the Euros, then
but you have to understand, this is voted by journalists. It's a French award voted by journalists in France. So who do you think they're going to give it to? Players that play in France.
The guy who warms the bench in France.
It's a PSG award, basically.
If you're doing it based off the Euros, give Jorginho the Ballon d'Or and take it off Messi.
Oh my goodness gracious me, bro! Just shut up, man.
It's opinion. I actually think Messi deserved the Ballon d'Or. You know.
If you say that one more time, I'll say I'm out of it.
But let's be real. If we're doing it,
stop putting that fraud in the same category as Lionel Messi, you idiot.
Well, Lionel Messi has the consistency.
No, I'm being serious. This is stupid, man. He's not even better than Xhaka.
Oh, my man said Xhaka, bro. If your fan base has had an agenda,
he's not even better than John Joe Shelby.
I'll run with that. Still.
We calling that? You're going too far with that. This is not what we're doing. John Joe's
got a better long ping on him.
What does Jorginho have that Shelby doesn't, except for hair?
This is not what we're doing. I'm not even entertaining this conversation. I'm not entertaining this conversation. This is not what we're doing, yo.
Oh my days.
This is not how this is going.
Well, you know what? At least this is Shameless FC live in the cup. Big up everyone that's locked in and everything. Right, let's just go through the fixtures. We'll start off with this shit show. Chelsea versus Manchester United. Absolutely embarrassing going forward from us. Timo Werner, personally, I'm finished with him. The sooner any other club comes in up with any interest for him, send him off. I can't be asked for him anymore. Stormtroopers up front. Complacent, naive in midfield. We should have battered Manchester United in the first 20 minutes, but we let them get comfortable into the game. We let them start to play their own style of football, wherever that style of football was. And in the second half, they just started sourcing all over our midfield. We started to come into it towards the end of the second half. Rudiger really should have scored at that last kick of the game. He should have taken a touch. But it's the worst Manchester United side I've seen come to the bridge in my lifetime. And the only thing that stopped us from leaving without an L was a penalty. It was fucking embarrassing, start to finish. Flawless. I've spoken enough about the game on this channel. You talk to me about it. What are you feeling?
It's the because you're saying it's the worst United, because we're in the worst possible predicament. Like, this is post breakup. Like, we've been in an abusive relationship for a long time. So now we're coming out of it, type of thing. And I said on this show last week when we were speaking on this that I was confident of United getting a result. I didn't think the performance would be great. No. Chelsea had a better side without question, but people really underestimate the feel-good factor that is now back because it's been so low. Like, it's been broken. Like, players unhappy, players on low confidence, in-house fighting between the fans, and this is why we did get a result. And when we was talking about this last week, when I was talking about it to Ryan, Neil mentioned it as well, about it being the same coaching staff. Yes, it is the same coaching staff. However, Ollie is the head honcho, and he signs off on it because it's the same coaching staff, but all of a sudden, Manchester United are a better defensive unit. Why is that?
The thing is, we weren't even a better defensive unit.
No, fam. No,
the first
even
25
before
minutes, you were running through your attack.
No,
It
no,
was just,
we
admit,
started off.
Chelsea
No,
did bat
no,
you
no.
for
We
most
started.
of the
No,
game.
we started off poorly. But when I say we was a better defensive unit, that's not me saying United were a good unit. I'm saying it was better. It was the same against Villarreal. How many clear-cut chances did Chelsea create? There was the Callum Hudson-Odoi one, the Werner one from
Rudiger.
the corner, and the Rudiger one. That's free. Bear in mind, we've been shipping goals left, right, and center.
this is a jarring thing as well, because there would have been Hudson-Odoi had 2 great chances to pass it to Timo Werner, and he had his head down too much. It was either lack of composure and finishing for someone of his age, or he just didn't want to pass to Werner.
It might be that. But that's my point is I'm not saying we were great defensively or we good defensively. I'm saying I'm looking at improvements. Will it be better? And it was. When we played Villarreal in the week, we limited them. Bear in mind, we've been conceding goals and big chances left, right, and center. We conceded 4 to Leicester. We conceded 4 to Watford. We conceded 5 to Liverpool. We conceded 2 to Manchester City. That's a lot of goals. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of goals we were conceding. And on top of that, we're conceding a lot of chances. Like Watford should have scored more. Liverpool should have scored more. City should have scored more. Leicester should have scored more. So the fact that we're now limiting sides, Villarreal bopped us off the park in the reverse.
Here's the thing. I don't think you lot limited us. I think we limited ourselves.
We did.
That's what I think the problem is. Because you lot were not offering anything until about 35 minutes in. And even then, it was just you lot getting more comfortable with the game.
Because we were defensive. Because we were defensive and we need to be better on the ball. But were we better defensively? Yes, because we limited how many chances you had. Whether that's due to your youth, is it part Chelsea? Absolutely. But is that part on us? Yes, because our shape was better. I said this already. I seen that the average position
your midfield was better. I don't think your defense was.
But again, that's a midfield. If Ollie picks, and no, that's a part of the unit. I'm not saying the defense is better. I'm saying we was better as a unit and as a team. I looked at the average position map in the first half, and for the first time in years, I could see the shape. I was like, wow, were we too deep? Yes. And I'm going to get into all of that, but we were better defensively as a unit. Were Chelsea wasteful in terms of front of goal? Yes. Were they wasteful in picking the wrong pass? Yes. So were Villarreal though. But when we played the reverse fixture against Villarreal, they battered us and created a lot of chances. My point is it's all about improvement. Go on, Ryan.
I mean, I'm not sure if you agree with me, but I think you have gotten lucky in the last 2 games in terms of you started off both games very poorly. Like even against Villarreal played you off the park, I thought, for the first 30 minutes. Problem is that Villarreal or Chelsea just didn't take advantage of the good starts they made, whereas Liverpool did, City did, even Watford did. They were 2-0 up at half-time. I feel like you got lucky that Villarreal and Chelsea just didn't take advantage of the dominance that they had in the first half. Do you get what I mean? And with your individual brilliance, the longer it stays at 0-0, you're always going to get a chance.
It was lucky to an extent, but that luck hasn't been here. When we played Villarreal in the reverse fixture, they did the same. They did the same to us at Old Trafford, but yet they created so much more. That's what I'm saying in terms of Chelsea created 3 clear-cut chances. That's very good for Manchester United because under the last guy, we would have got battered in that game. I was going into that game going, we are going to get
these spammers are jokes, That's actually funny. Sorry,
that's crazy. Yeah. I didn't know if it was real or fake, but yeah, as I was saying, we were defensively, we looked better as a unit. Going forward, not good enough. We weren't. Ball retention was awful. Bruno was horrific, and because I'm now emotionally attached back to my football club, and I'm paying attention on watch-alongs, I seen that. I know how bad he was beforehand, but he was awful. He was absolutely dreadful. Going forward, we offered nothing. That's on Carrick as well because we were a little bit too defensive. However, though, like I said, better defensively in both games. And I said we'd get results in both games. And we beat Villarreal and got a great draw away at Chelsea in terms of the result. I'm happy with that. Someone would have told me, you'll get 4 points from these 2 games, top your group, go through in the Champions League, and a 1-1 draw to the team I think is the best in the league. I'll take that.
To be fair to Bruno, though, he did get the pre-assist for the goal because it was him who lumped it in the air. Jorginho laid it off to Sancho, so Bruno did get the pre-assist.
No, he didn't because it touched Jorginho.
Yeah, he got the pre-assist, so Bruno smashed it into the air, and Jorginho laid it off to Sancho.
Yeah, I got no time for it, but yeah, that's my thoughts on it anyway, and that was my whole point last week I was making about the coaching stuff, and we even covering more ground, and that goes from it. We're even covering more ground. It is the basics, yes, but basics haven't.
I really think it was just us because the best I saw of Manchester United was after you guys scored because you had 2 other situations where you were transitioning from a counter attack from a corner the same way.
Yeah,
and
our
we just
ball
weren't.
retention was awful. No. Going forward, we weren't good enough. I'm talking just
thought
strictly
Rashford
from a
was
defensive
terrible.
standpoint. He wasn't good.
Rashford was poor. Sancho was
Yeah.
horrendous in the first half. He was
Sancho was
misplaced.
bad first half, yeah.
Well, but again, that's options and things like that. But I didn't expect Carrick. I know Carrick's not the guy, all jokes aside. So I'm not expecting him to come in and turn it around. I'm just trying to see better. I'm trying to see basics. And they haven't been there.
I can't lie. I'm so worried about the next 6 months with Marcus Alonso at left wing back. We are so fucked. You lot got to fucking overload Reece James on the right hand side just because we had him on the left hand
That's
side.
just because Teller's locked him up, fam. You hear me? Teller's just locked man up.
No, you guys put 2-3 players on Reece James. I don't blame you either. It's tactics and it worked for you guys. But it's because of the Chilwell injury. Wan-Bissaka did not need help with Marcus Alonso because of how slow he is. He could jog and catch up to him if he wanted to.
But again, that goes back to Carrick and tactics. You're saying about us overloading and doubling up on Reece James. Ollie don't do that. Basics. Even though you don't give him full credit for doing that, is basics. And this is the type of thing I'm talking. Because United have lacked the basics, I knew that some of those basics would come back and it would help us. Was it a perfect performance? Absolutely not. The performance wasn't good. Great results, though. Great results, absolutely. And we need to be better going forward and retaining the ball and things like that because we were awful going forward. However, and if we were a little bit more practical,
go for it. Finish off all you're saying.
Nah, I was just saying that we do need to be more proactive, and we should have been. He did get his sub wrong. Bringing on Ronaldo, he shouldn't have done that. That's not the game for Ronaldo. You don't need to bring him on. You have Greenwood, Martial all on the bench. And
I said Alonso was calm, you know. Like, what game were you watching, bro? I respectfully could big up everyone who watches the stream and everything. What were you watching if you thought Alonso was good? He was so slow, man. Guy played like he was lagging. Like, you know when you play FIFA online and your game lags? That was Marcus Alonso. He did the right things. He was just ridiculously slow. And we're going to struggle with this through the Christmas period. I swear. The two positions where we could not afford to lose someone was left wing back and in goal. And we've lost our left wing back. Can't be hard.
It's Tommy Tuchel, man. Do you get me? Tommy T and that. You know what I'm saying? No, even though Carrick turned him into Tommy Pickles, baby that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But
Alonso was one of the going to be players at the start of the season. Form is temporary. Class or shite is permanent. Form is temporary. Marcus Alonso has good form. He doesn't carry it consistently over a full season. I really don't want to hear it. Yeah, he had a good 4-5 games. You know what that is? That's Tuchel's system. Players will get exposed, especially through the Christmas period. It's a waiting game with Alonso. I'm telling you right now. Although I forgot what I was even going to ask. Yeah, you know what? That was it. The first result without Cristiano Ronaldo in the side. I was going to ask if is this what you guys are going to expect from Man United going forward? Are you guys going to have Ronaldo in the squad a bit less?
Me and Bainesy got into a big debate about it on my channel yesterday, and we were speaking on this. And he was like, "He should play regardless." I'm like, "It's all about what the
that's
style
my
is."
cousin still with the super chat.
Oh, is it?
That's your cousin.
Yo, big up Arib. My guy.
Okay, good. Now I know he's trolling with this comment, so that's cool.
No, he actually rates Alonso. No, he actually rates Alonso.
Is he a Chelsea fan? Is he a Chelsea fan?
Yeah, he's a massive Chelsea fan, yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Man said, come on, bro. Alonso's a baller. Okay, yeah, speed is shit, but he was balling for us at the start of the season. We're still in good hands. Bro, we played our first 2 games. It was against Crystal Palace, who were all over the place, and Arsenal, who were all over the place too. And we played the Liverpool side, which, to be honest, he did play well against. But as soon as we played Manchester City, he went to shit. Again, form is temporary. Class is permanent. Shite is permanent. Marcus Alonso ain't it. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
If I get proved wrong, I'll stand here and say I was wrong. I know I'm not wrong. I've watched Alonso play for 5 years flat. I know what he can do. I know what he can't do. The only thing that he had over Ben Chilwell was goals. And then Ben Chilwell came back into the side and bagged 3 in his first 3. Now all he offers is free kicks. That's it.
So basically what you're saying, don't have Alonso in my fantasy Premier League team. Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, he'll get you goals.
Hey, that counts then, innit? As long as I stay above Jan and as long as I'm above Jan and Ryan still, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? And that.
I said, who do you sell first, Werner or Alonso?
Yeah. Walk for you this week as well.
It's fine, don't worry.
Can we sell both? Can we do a 2-for-1 deal or something?
For now.
For now. It's been like 7-8 weeks.
I don't even know which one I'd sell first. Like I don't mind Alonso for depth at least, but I just don't want him playing consistently for months on end, and that's what the problem is right now. Werner just pisses me off. I've never met a player with such hideous finishing in my life. 6 goals and about 30 big chances.
It's 7 and 40. 7 and 42
Fucking
games, I think.
Michy Batshuayi, right? In all the years he's played Premier League football, has more goals than Werner.
Nah, Batshuayi's clear of him still. I can't lie.
No, it's a genuine trash versus.
Wasn't he meant to be your Aubameyang or something? How you managed to laugh at Aubameyang? Look how he came to the league and still scored goals.
Yo, we'll get onto Aubameyang.
I've already given respect to Aubameyang as potentially him and De Bruyne as the only players that have translated their Bundesliga form to the Premier League immediately. Everyone else has had to adjust. Werner just takes the piss. Like I get he struggles with low blocks and everything like that. That's fine, but his finishing, his technique is so bad. He toe pokes everything. He just toe pokes. There's no technique, no curve,
Lewis,
no composure.
Trust the process with him. His time will come.
Perhaps let him go. Let Lewis keep going. Get off your chest, Lewis.
No, it's just that. There's nothing. The guy literally, even his pace, like he has speed. He's one of the quickest players in the squad. But he'll have the ball in a transition. There'll be 20, 30 yards of pace. And he'll cut inside, try to take a player one-on-one, and then freeze. It's like watching Willian again. It's like, what the fuck?
Hey, respect Willian, man. Respect Willian. He scored goals, man.
What do you mean respect Willian like your fan base ever respected him?
Yeah, but that's different, isn't it? He's a Chelsea legend. He won titles there. He was your player of the year, if I remember correctly.
How the fuck did he win player of the year? I'll never know. I'll never know how he won that. I don't care if it's 15-16. Diego Costa was my player of the season. It weren't him. Willian with all of his goals.
Remember the free kicks he scored?
Yeah, all of his free kicks and goals and assists that accounted to 1 point won that season. From all of Willian's goals and assists.
Willian's record is awful for Chelsea. Like his goal.
He only got double digits in his last season.
It's awful.
It's not awful.
No, fam.
He's a Chelsea
I was
legend.
talking to Peter. This guy, you're an idiot. Yo, like
they chant about him. They chant about him. The whole Tottenham Willian chant. Forgot what it is.
But hey,
that's the only reason why he's been allowed so much patience for so long, because he fucked off Tottenham on the way here. But I can't lie. I really wish we didn't. Should have let him complete.
You know what? Ibrahim Bakayoko, they were singing his chant. I found out his chant is elite, but he was a terrible player. I didn't even have.
So in that window where you signed, was it Havertz, Werner? Was Mendy signed that same?
Thiago Silva, Chilwell, and Mendy.
So Chilwell's worked out. Havertz has worked out to an extent. Mendy's obviously worked out. Ziyech is really flopped. He was meant to show Bruno levels, wasn't he? Remember that?
Yeah, Ziyech has definitely flopped as well. He's just worked
Ziyech
right
and Werner have definitely flopped. Thiago Silva's been a revelation. I don't know, man. It's like Werner was meant to be your new number 9.
Not a failure for us. I've seen the 15-16 window and the 17-18 window. That window wasn't a failure. We also won the Champions League that season, so it's fine. Ziyech has been overall a flop, but you know what? He's had enough key moments. That's fine. Timo Werner's key moment was that 2-yard screamer against Real Madrid that he literally could not miss, even by his own standards. That's
who would you say is better, Morata
and
or Werner?
cutbacks to Hakim Ziyech.
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
I would say Morata's better.
No. Werner's level's clear of Morata.
No, he's not. Morata had good player. He had good hold-up play.
No. We aren't doing this. His level's clear of Morata.
No.
I don't care how bad Werner is.
No, Morata was better, 100%.
No, Morata.
I remember Morata coming to the Emirates, and
mentality alone is clear of Morata.
Mentality alone. Werner mentality. How can you put those two words in the same sentence? Mentality of what mentality?
Because Morata would have.
He's scared of the goal, bro. He's scared of the goal. He can't score goals. How are you meant to say mentality?
Morata had no work rate. If he had one bad pass or one bad.
Oh, so you mean because he works hard? That's not mentality, though, is it? That's just work rate.
Mentality. It's at least keeping going.
That's just basic work rate.
Morata wouldn't even do that when he was with us.
I think Morata's a better player.
Yeah,
Morata is not a better player.
Morata's definitely a better player.
The only reason why Morata looks better is because he got more goals in his first season, and the only reason why he got more goals that first season.
Yeah, you see, he had hat-tricks as well in his first season. He had the hat-trick.
The reason why was because we had that at least one cheat code of Azpilicueta's long ball from right centre-back, and that was it. If we didn't play him the same ball repeatedly for 90 minutes a season, he would be shit, and he would genuinely...
And also, Morata made you money. How is Werner going to make you money?
Well... We're not to blame for Atletico Madrid being dumb enough to pay us our money back.
No, but it's not like it was just Atletico Madrid. Even Juventus paid money for him.
It's on them. I thought Morata's been involved in money laundering for years now.
How has he managed to fraud his way to so many good clubs despite being so shit? I'll never know.
No, I can't lie. You're gonna have to hold it with Werner. I don't see him going anywhere anytime soon. I just don't.
He'll go back to the Bundesliga because he can at least.
Who's gonna? Right. When does a Bundesliga team spend money? Like, when do they actually spend money?
I've heard Dortmund and Bayern are both interested in him.
Dortmund.
They're both going to lose their strikers. Lewandowski's looking.
Dortmund have been eyeing up Adeyemi from Leipzig. I doubt it, man.
Lewandowski's looking likely to leave at the end of the season. Haaland's definitely gone at the end of the season. They're both looking at Timo Werner. And Werner can translate his performances at least to the Bundesliga.
Do you think Bayern Munich would take Timo Werner?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
they're old Leipzig managers there. Definitely.
You're mad.
That's a good point, actually. It's Nagelsmann, isn't it?
They're mad. Yeah,
that is not happening in a million
there.
years. If anything, they might go for Haaland. I do not see them going for Timo Werner.
I did hear that.
Bayern Munich is Bayern Munich is literally killer mentality. To like that's what they are. To take Werner would be the opposite of that.
Going to Madrid or Manchester City potentially.
That's what it is.
Like, I think he goes back to the Bundesliga, and whoever pays it, wherever the first fee is, just take him off our hands. I'm done with him.
Why not go
I
to
can't
City?
be-
They need a striker.
Who, Werner?
Yeah.
They ain't going to take him. No chance. And they create so many chances as well. They still won't unlock Werner. No chance. Ain't going to happen.
That's true.
But yeah, that's the end of the Chelsea game. Fuck that game. It's done. Club of the year. Pick up the Chelsea and we move. We'll go into the Arsenal game because, Babs, I do know you need to leave in a little bit. You guys beat Newcastle 2-0. Very slow first half, but you guys started to tick into gear in the second. Smith Rowe and Saka linking up for the first goal. And Martinelli with an amazing finish off a beautiful Tomiyasu assist for the second goal. As usual, you guys are starting to kick into gear and you guys are winning the games that you guys are expected to win. And I think you guys are fifth in the table now. Talk to me, bro. How are you feeling about the result?
That was a good result, but it's expected, so I'm not going to try to overhype it too much. They're bottom of the league. They have not won a single game, so there's no point of like going, yeah, we beat Newcastle. Like, it's a massive achievement. But no, it was some good goals. The both goals were pretty good. Good to watch on paper. That Tomiyasu pass, as you said, was pretty good. And it kind of just gives Arsenal fans more confidence that he can actually pass the ball going forwards. Because I see a lot of like Spurs fans in particular, they have a go at Tomiyasu saying Tomiyasu can't attack and he has no quality going forwards. As he showed there, he has good quality and it just needs to be a bit.
Not going for him.
Yeah, I think it's that because they've got Emerson Royale and Spurs are different, innit? But yeah, no, it was a good performance. But you know how you said it's like, Arsenal beating teams we should be beating. This time last season we weren't.
Yeah, that's
That's why Arsenal missed out on top 4. That's why Arsenal were 8th. It's because the first half of last year was awful. But ever since Arteta actually brought in a proper number 10 like Smith Rowe, and then we signed Odegaard in January, Arsenal have actually sustained top 4 form, or top 3 form actually, or something like that. So that's 11 months. That's a long time of just sustaining that form. So it just goes to show that Arsenal aren't really. I know Flores was saying that Arsenal would be lucky to finish in the top half or something like that at the start of the season. I think
that's an 8th, isn't it? That's a
I completely disagree at the time, and I still disagree right now. But look, to get Arsenal's goal this year is top 4, and to get that, it doesn't matter about results against Liverpool, Man City, or Chelsea. The games that matter are the games at Newcastle. You can't drop points here. You can't drop points against teams like Burnley, and Arsenal have got those 6 out of 6 in those games. But the next 2 games are massive tests: Man United away, and then Everton away. 2 games that grounds that Arsenal normally struggle at. If we can go over and get the points, then I don't see why Arsenal can't, fight for the top 4 this year. And obviously, if we were to beat Man United, that would be an 8-point gap. So there's that as well.
Yeah, you guys are levels clear of Manchester United right now at the table. It's mad. And that segues perfectly into what I wanted to go into next. And Faz already dropped in the super chat saying, Babs, how are you feeling going into the social media derby with Manchester United on Thursday? Last few days have been chaotic with Arsenal and United fans on Twitter. How are you feeling going into Manchester United versus Arsenal? Because obviously you guys have broken your duck at Old Trafford last season with the Aubameyang penalty and everything. But I do feel like lockdown games are a little bit different when you don't have fans around in games. But it's a completely different Manchester United side. It's also a much more optimistic Arsenal side from recent years as well. So how are you feeling going into the game at Old Trafford on Thursday?
I really don't know what to expect. I just don't know. United's manager can't go. Am I right? Is he not got a work permit or something? So it's going to be Michael Carrick at the wheel.
Ragdoll ain't going to be there.
Yeah, but it's at Old Trafford. Arsenal haven't actually lost to United since in the league, obviously, since 2018 or something. So it's been a long time about that as well. And our last 3 visits to Old Trafford, we ain't lost either. That's with fans as well. So, I don't know, on paper, it should be an Arsenal win, if I'm being honest. United, even though they have picked up some form, I still think Arsenal have a better structure right now, because we've actually got a manager, and you haven't got a manager right now, because he's not available. But with it being Old Trafford and fans there, and you've got that shit-ass of Ronaldo, I don't know, man. Maybe it's got a draw written all over it. Does he start? I don't know, man. I don't know if he's dropping 2 games in a row. Because if he does, then it's a massive
I'd like to see him on the bench.
I'd like to see him start, but we'll see in it. Like, because so far, Carrick, pretty much, I can't really argue too much with the lineups he's gone with. So we'll see. But I'm optimistic going into this game. Absolutely.
For me, I think either it's an Arsenal win, a narrow Arsenal win, or a draw.
A draw wouldn't surprise me. I'm going with the United win.
Draw, to be fair, I see a 1-1.
A draw wouldn't surprise me, but yeah, I'm going with the United.
No, do you know what? I think Arsenal could turn up in this game. I don't know why. I think we can.
How do you think Arsenal set up? Do you think you go there?
It will be the same as. And see, this is why I think Arsenal might turn up. Is we've had the same system in place since the players have come in. So, and even in that game against Liverpool, for example, I know we obviously capitulated in the second half, but in that first half we were competing, and that's Liverpool are a far better side than Man United are. So if we can sustain that first half level form and not, spike up the crowd, because obviously United fans aren't really loud anyways. But I think we can get a result. I'm actually somewhat optimistic, but I'm also wary, because you've got attacking threat, and when teams have attacking threat, you have to always give some respect.
Yeah, and they're gonna be bang up for this game as well, and I think the crowd's gonna be rocking. I think the crowd. This is the first game back since Ollie's not been in charge.
I've heard there's going to be an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer tribute as well, so looking forward to that.
That place is going to be rocking, isn't it? Like 100%. And it's Arsenal added into it. This is why I was hoping it was Ragnick's first game, because the place would have even been more rocking. Like, optimism is back. You know what I'm saying? And just off the players we have, and just the vibes alone of them, man, being happy, they look more free already. I can see us picking up a result here. I'm not saying we batter Arsenal, but do I see Manchester United getting a win? Yes. I'm legit looking forward to the game. Because normally these games are just drab affairs. I can't remember the last United-Arsenal game that was good to watch. I see this one being better. Maybe Babs will know, but I can't remember these games. Put it this way, the previews beforehand have been more entertaining than the game. The games haven't been good.
Yeah. This is more of a fans thing, isn't it? Because obviously United-Arsenal fans...
Yeah,
it is. We are the biggest fan base on social medias, so it makes sense. So when you have that massive clash there, it's more like United Arsenal's like back in the school days. That's what it goes back to. It's back on the playgrounds. It goes back to that. This is This is a football heritage derby. So I'm excited for it because of that. But at the same time, I'm always just a bit like, I don't want to come overconfident, because I know how United operate. So because I've got a lot of United friends as well in it. So got to keep it careful.
Yeah, I'm gas for it. I'm looking forward to it, because we due to, like I said, I think the place gonna be rocking.
What are there any Arsenal players that you look at and go like, we got to make sure these players are like locked down?
The midfield, because I'm presuming you're probably gonna play Lokonga and Partey together, innit?
Yeah.
And I do like that as a midfield pair. And I was a massive fan of Partey before he got to Arsenal. Like, I wanted him at United. Then he landed. Obviously, he got injured. His form wasn't the best, but he didn't really have a run of games where it seems like him and even early on in the season when Arsenal were getting poor results, yourself and other Arsenal fans always seem to mention Lokonga as a bright spark. So, and we struggle in midfield against cohesive units. So that does concern me. Other than that, again, the not knowing is, I don't know how Carrick's going to set up. Does Ronaldo play? Does he not? How does he set up as defensive as he did against Villarreal and Chelsea? Probably not. I don't expect to see Matic, Fred and McTominay. So I'm interested to see, now he's playing at home and the onus is on you to attack more. What does he go with? Like, Sancho will play. I think Sancho, like, his confidence going to be through the roof. 2 goals in 2 games. Rashford will probably play, because he does seem to do well against Arsenal as well. So he'll probably play Rashford. It's about who plays up top. But these are all variables and things I don't know about. So that's why I'm looking forward to it.
But I think with that lack of a manager right now, as good as Carrick's been, like with certain decisions, you do like a good pressing structure or a passing structure, build-up structure, and that's just basics that Carrick can't coach right now. It's hard for him to do so. So with Arsenal being a pretty decent team that presses, counter presses at least, that could cause a few issues. So it will be a good tactical battle. But I do think Arteta, he should win this game. It's Michael Carrick. With all due respect, Michael Carrick isn't a manager. So he isn't a manager right now. He just isn't. He's an interim coach.
Right.
So what Arsenal should do, if Arsenal are serious about top 4 challenge and they want to not make up for the Liverpool result, but show to the Arsenal fans that we can go to a rival and go to the ground and actually win and put in a performance, this is the perfect opportunity.
It is the perfect opportunity. But hey, Chelsea fans were saying this last week. We got Tommy Tuchel versus Michael
Yeah, but
Carrick.
Chelsea, I've always said this anyways. Chelsea fans can hate me all they want, but I don't think they won the league title this year. And that was another game that kind of backed it up, because what are the two big six teams that Chelsea have played at their stadium this season? It's Man City and Man United, right?
Liverpool as well.
No, they haven't played them at Stamford Bridge, though, have they?
Oh, at Stamford Bridge. Okay.
They played two teams out of the big six, and they've got 1 point out of 6 title contenders.
Oh, it's still top of the league.
No, you are top of the league, I know. But if you're a title-winning team, you win those games or get at least 4 points, or maybe even 3 points out of 6. And this is bear in mind, this is a poor Man United side as well. Let's not forget that. It ain't no Man United side that are also fighting for the title.
I'm not even going to defend the Manchester United result, because everything was poor. Even the substitutions I thought were the right move, but we made them so late. Like, there was no point at that point of doing it. Lukaku came on with 8 minutes to go, and the other subs came on in 75 minutes. Usually Tuchel makes these subs quickly, but he took ages to make them in this match. The Manchester City game, I think the tactics were wrong for it. We shouldn't have changed formation for that game. And that's what really let us down. But I don't think we got battered by Manchester City. I think they were the better team.
Did you watch that first half?
They were the better team by far. I'm not even going to try and sugarcoat from that. But the only reason why is because of the formation. Every time Chelsea and Manchester City play each other, whoever diverts from their natural formation loses the game. It happened the 3 times City lost to us, and it happened when we lost to them. Every time it's the same thing. Whoever diverts from their formation or their starting lineup flops the match. So it's very tight between us. Liverpool was tight as well before the red card, and even with the red card, they still couldn't break.
It wasn't tight. Are you mad? They were all over you in that first half. Even the goal you scored was against the run of play.
What do you mean?
It was a corner kick where a player
in the corner in the first 15 minutes.
No, Liverpool were all over you in the first Ryan, back me up here. I swear in the first 20 minutes they were all over you.
I'm trying to remember, I remember that game late in the stadium.
No, it was a very...
They were, in the first half, Liverpool were all over them. And you scored a goal with a header on the front post, which was not lucky, but it was pretty, out of the blue.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what it was. You had one chance, I could remember, when Mount kind of...
Their only goal was a penalty.
No, but they had chances in that first half, bro. They had a lot of chances in the first half.
We battered them in the first half. I'd say we probably...
In the first 20 minutes, I thought you battered them. My point is, forgetting about Chelsea anyway, I don't care about Chelsea right now, frankly. Going back to Arsenal United, it should be an interesting game.
Absolutely.
Harris says, Babs talking about fans on empty rates sounds like my uni library. That's just, I can't be asked for fan.
I don't know what team Harris supports, so I can't really respond to that. Because he might support Man United, in which case...
It's Man United.
Yeah. But that probably means the only time he's actually watched United play was at the Emirates. Because that's what happens most of the time in London. Because the United fans can't get tickets in the United away ends. So they come to Arsenal to get tickets in the Arsenal home end.
Home crowds are always dead anyway. It never really changes. Unless the team's winning, you don't hear much from them. So it is what it is. That's why I can't really be asked for people arguing about who has the best home support. Because no one really does. No one does. They're all shit. It's all about the away crowds, really.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go to Liverpool now, but you lot smashed Southampton 4-0. Your goal scoring is ridiculous right now. I've been looking at the stats. Liverpool have 10 goals in their last 3 games and a minimum of 2 goals scored in each of their last 17 matches. The top 3 goal scorers in the league are all Liverpool players. Top 2 assisters in the league are all Liverpool as well. So a question to you guys is, other than Salah's form this season, what the hell's changed with your attacking play? Because you guys are getting so much more goals than you did last season. Last season, your conversion rate was horrendous.
You know what it is? I think having the correct system back overall, isn't it? I think just getting Van Dijk back and getting all the plays back and just playing the correct... Because obviously, because Van Dijk got injured last season, we had loads of injuries, having to put midfielders in defence and everything. The system kind of just fell apart and we just couldn't play our correct football like we used to. And we didn't create as many chances. But obviously this season, it's something else. It's I think there's another one every game we've played this season. Yeah. I think every game we've played this season in all competitions, we've scored at least 2 goals in, apart from when we played you in Anfield earlier on the season. I think every other game in every competition, we scored at least twice. So that's such a sick record. And yeah, goal scoring, it's Mane's obviously we all know about Salah. Salah's just on some different smoke this season, isn't it? Obviously when you've arguably got the best player in the world, your attack is going to improve. But then Mane as well. Mane's a weird one because I think his overall general performances this season haven't been great, but man's just getting the numbers in it. Like I just seen him playing in the game, and I just think you're playing shit, bro. But then I clock his numbers are actually really good this season. So yeah, and Jota as well as obviously like.
Oh, is that overrated, Diogo Jota? Yeah, go on, carry on.
No, I don't rate Jota highly in it, but like he's all right in it. He's all right. I don't rate him highly in it. Like as soon as Firmino's fit, I'm putting Firmino back in it.
Yeah, but he's still a good player to have, as you're seeing.
He's a good squad player. He's a good squad player. I never denied he's a good squad player.
He's a good player. He's a good player overall to have.
Yeah, he is in the squad. He's a good player overall to have. Yeah, I'm not.
As you can see, he can step up as from first team as well. Like he's doing bits from my fantasy team. You know what I mean? Where you two are both below me, like you are now on the screen. But go on, carry on, fam.
Is this another Liverpool player that you don't rate?
Yep. I'm just reminding him what he said, innit? He said he was overrated.
When some of our fan base say he can become world class in it, like no, innit? He's not coming.
Yeah, but every fan base has that. Yo, certain parts of my fan base said
no, but I think he can become world class in his game, innit? That I don't like. I don't think his link up plays that good. I don't think he's good overall, but he's a decent finisher in it, and he's got decent movement. That's it, really. But like, he's good in it at the end of the day. But then you've got Thiago coming to form now as well. Like obviously, last couple of few games when he has played this season, he's had injuries this season, but when he has played, he's been really, really good, and that's enabled us to manage games better, etc. And just to have more creativity in midfield at the end of the day, and an extra dimension in midfield. So yeah, I think there's a load of factors really. Trent's been very good going forward this season. Robertson hasn't been great, but he was really good against Southampton as well. He looked back to his old self. And obviously, when Robertson has been playing, Tsimikas has been balling out. So yeah, the attack does seem to be on point. Obviously, maybe that has come at the expense of conceding too many goals as well at times this season. I will admit, like even though we have kept a lot of clean sheets this season, and I don't think our defense has been as bad as what people make out. There have been games where we have looked leaky, but I'd put that down more to getting too many injuries in midfield, to be fair, and then just the midfield getting bypassed and leaving the defense exposed at times, to be fair. But last couple of games, we have looked very good defensively as well in terms of we've kept I think 3 clean sheets in a row the last week, and it's like I think Thiago coming in has had such a big impact on that because we just retain the ball so much better in midfield with him and Fabinho. We just retain the ball so easily now, and we're able to manage games better when we go ahead. So I think if we keep Thiago and Fabinho fit this season as well, I think we can do like serious stuff this season because those two in midfield, like our record with those two in midfield is crazy as well. It's like something like 14 games they've played 13 times in midfield together and like drawn once. So like they're so effective together. So yeah, man, it's looking good, to be fair. Like as long as we keep the important players fit in the team, yeah, I think we can do big things this season. I can't lie.
Quadruples, innit?
Quadruple, innit?
Yeah, man, quadruple back on, innit? You get me? Until you get beat by Everton. Yeah, light switch is back on.
Bro. We ain't getting beat by Everton.
Oh, you said that about
front, like, nah, man.
Okay, you said that you weren't going to drop points to Brighton, and look how that worked out.
Brighton are better than Everton, though.
Okay, yeah, but you said, hey, the same thing applies, though. You said we gonna beat Brighton. We ain't gonna drop points to Brighton.
Rafa Benitez. We could do something.
You said you were gonna move to West Ham, there's no problem.
I like Rafa, but he ain't doing anything with that Everton team tomorrow.
You said the same thing about Moisey. You know what I'm saying? And then Moisey moved.
No, I said West Ham could get something against us.
Oh yeah, that was Cam. Sorry, yeah, that was Cam.
No, Cam's been saying that about West Ham. Yeah.
You like you said, light switch settings, Lewis. You know what I'm saying? On and off like a light switch. You see that champagne bottle. You see that champagne bottle next to Yan. You've been drinking that in it, fam. You know what I'm saying? Too much champagne. That's what you've been on.
It's cool, innit? We've got too much firepower for teams, innit? We're gonna win quadruple.
This is the same guy that 2 weeks ago said we're out of the title race because of their game management, but we move. We kept the tweets,
like we're getting that back together, innit? It looks like that's coming good.
Right. Sure.
Too much
like,
firepower.
We're not even playing that well in games, and we're beating teams 4-0. We weren't even that good against Southampton. I didn't think we were amazing. You know what it is though with us? I honestly think, and this applies to City as well. It's like Lewis might disagree with me, but in terms of the way Chelsea are playing, when I watch Chelsea play, I think they're kind of, in terms of their overall performance in games, I think they're performing at like their highest kind of gear, at their highest. I don't think Chelsea can get better than this, whereas I think Liverpool and Man City have actually got gears to go up. Do you get what I mean? Like I can see Liverpool and Man City getting even better this season.
I could see Man City definitely. You guys, I'm not sure because the African Cup of Nations.
I don't even think they're playing.
Salah and Mane.
Against Southampton. I didn't even think we were that great. I've seen us play.
But Southampton are a shocking outfit. They're the second lowest goal scorers in the league for a reason.
They drew away to City.
Yeah, because them runoffs are going to happen same way Burnley drew. You know what I'm saying? Away at Chelsea.
They drew against you, but then you man are shit in it, so I won't count that. But
that's my point. Is you're gonna get them games over 38 games.
Yeah, but these are the games you need to be winning at the end of the day.
Remember the last team that Liverpool couldn't score more than 2 goals against, and their only goal was a penalty.
And bear in mind, Chelsea have been missing their best. They've been missing their main number 9 as well. People forget that.
We've been missing our best defender the last 3 games. Our left wing back is gone.
Wait. Thiago Silva played.
I'm talking about AC.
Oh, I was talking about oh, my man on the bench. Oh, see, my bad. I forgot what he looked like. I ain't gonna lie, because he's been holding bench for so long. My bad, brother.
Don't worry, man. It's fine. The remontada's coming as soon. First Watford in the world.
But you know about the AFCON, I want to say about the AFCON as well, is that I heard something like, it might be false, but I heard something that the only games Salah and Mane would miss are 2 league games, and they're against Brentford and Palace, I think. So, like, I'm not being funny in it, but even without those 2, I still think we should have enough to beat those 2 teams. Like, if they're only missing 2 league games, if they're only missing 2 league games, like, it's not that deep still. It's not like they're missing 4 or 5.
We're gonna find out. You know what I'm saying, like I said, I've already said it's between Chelsea and City in the Premier League, but we'll see, innit?
You get proven wrong, innit?
Yeah, sure. Says you who said Liverpool are out of the title race just 10 days ago. Right, cool.
We're only 2 points off the top.
I ain't hearing this from you simply because you said you were out of the title race 2 weeks ago. Your argument, your word holds no weight. Your word holds no weight in that. You can't just jump off and on the train.
My head was hot, innit?
Your head always hot.
We're the best Champions League group stage team of all time. And, FA Cup and League Cup. Best Champions League group stage team of all time, innit? 5 wins out of 5 is the so-called group of death, innit? But yeah.
Best Champions League group stage team of all time.
Yeah, facts. If we win the next game against Milan.
Last time you won it, you got beat by Red Star Belgrade in the group game. And then
we were rubbish in the group stage. We could never have gone through, but we won it, innit?
That's what I'm saying. So it might not be... City last season were almost perfect until the final, which we lost.
Yeah, but you man are Champions League bottle jobs, innit? We're not. We've won it recently, so yeah.
No, I'm saying that we were almost perfect and didn't win it. When you weren't perfect, you won it. So being perfect might not be a good thing.
Yeah, but that was Pep tax in the final, the reason you didn't win it.
I respect our defensive unit, bro, about Pep tax.
Yeah, you played very well, but it was Pep tax.
Yeah, man, respect Chelsea's back 3-handed done that came off the bench during the game as well. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you already know. Come on, man.
This guy's
man came on with no awareness that he was going to be on the pitch and just dropped a masterclass like it was nothing. Easy. You already know, man. Right, we'll go to Manchester City as well for you. Fuck the FA Cup, Tin Pot Trophy anyway. Right, Manchester City, you guys beat West Ham 2-1. The pitch that you guys dealt with some ridiculous conditions in that game. I don't know if you were at the game as well.
Yeah, freezing to death.
Gundogan, Fernandinho, the 2 goals. It was another game where you guys had a lot of chances and everything. Was it Manchester City again wasting chances, or was it Fabianski just having a worldie? Because I'm hearing 2 different stories.
We've been wasting chances all season. Like, to be honest, I thought we played quite well in terms of how we played. City tend to play well in the snow. It's really weird. Whenever it snows, we play really well. But it was a horrible game to be at. I was freezing. There was snow in my mouth. Like, everything, just everywhere. And the pitch, you couldn't even see the ball when it was at the other end. It's quite bad. But yeah, it was a good performance from us. We conceded the last kick of the game. I don't know why. My dad left slightly before me and thought it was 2-0. It was that late. It was like 90+4 or something.
That was a banger still. It was a good goal.
Yeah, but it's just like, it was just unnecessary at that point in the game. But yeah, I think Declan Rice played well. He's a good player. And yeah, I thought they weren't that bad. I just think City were good. It wasn't one of them where you'd think like, oh my God, West Ham was shocking. I don't think they were that bad. But yeah, I think chances wise.
Well, suddenly the stream got better, innit?
Oh God, no.
Suddenly the stream
Yeah, I think City just played well. So yeah, I'm quite happy with City at the moment. We seem to be getting to our best. I still do like what was said earlier. I think we can go up a tier. This month is going to be really important because this whole month we've got a lot of games, and there isn't a single game that I would look at and think we should be losing that game. City should be winning every single game in December. Not that we will, but we should be. So this month, I think, will tell us how far we're going to go. In the league. But yeah, we've got to go on a run now. We won every game in November. We kind of need to win every game in December. So hopefully, the only one that I'll accept a loss is Leipzig because we don't need to win that. But every other game we need to win. So.
Yeah, next is Aston Villa, who's won 2 in their last 2 since Steven Gerrard joined. So how are you feeling going into that one?
Well, yeah, no, I'm not looking forward to that. They're gonna be trying to beat us even more because of Grealish. So that's gonna be hard.
Shit, yeah, that's gonna be a nice little dynamic.
Yeah, I think Grealish is still injured, so I don't think he'll play. But yeah, they're gonna be busting a gut to beat us. And Gerrard's gonna want to do Liverpool a favour as well because that's his next job. So yeah, I think it's gonna be one of them. I think after that game though, if you look at our fixtures, it's not games that we can afford to lose. So yeah, games like Leeds, we didn't beat Leeds last season, so we need to go and beat them. It's gonna be quite hard. Well, we're at home, I think, so we need to
definitely beating Leeds. Definitely.
Well, you'd think so. That's what I'm saying. Games that we've got, we should be winning. We should be winning. We had harder games in November that we won. So
Leeds are currently playing Dan James up front as their number 9.
Are beating Leeds.
If you don't beat Leeds, something is going catastrophic. They are awful.
That's a sackable offense if Pep doesn't beat Leeds, bro.
Yeah, but if you watch City versus Leeds last season, when we played them at home, we spent the whole half
Leeds are worse this season
attacking them. No, we spent the whole half attacking them. They went into our half twice and scored 2 goals and won 2-1. Twice in the whole game. The whole game was played us attack, miss. They went down the other end 2 times and won 2-1. They had 2 shots on target.
Leeds are going to try and attack you. You'll just slice through them.
I hear that, and that's a better Leeds side. This Leeds side here with injuries is awful. Like, they might have been playing Calvin Phillips.
We should be winning all of them games. What? There's not a game that I'm going to be like, oh, it's okay. They're better than City. Like all of the teams that we've got to play, I think we've got to play like Watford. Let me see, Newcastle. There's quite a lot of games that really, by rights, we should be winning. But
they played Calvin Phillips at centre back against. I think it was Brighton who was doing a watch along because of injuries.
It's just because, to be honest, like this season so far, like City have done really well against the better teams in the league. But then when it's come to like the games that we really should be winning, we've struggled a little bit more. So that's my only worry because, like when it was like Chelsea away, Liverpool away, United away, we did really well. And then when we played Southampton at home, Crystal Palace at home, them 2 games you would expect 6 points. We didn't get that. So I don't know. We'll have to see. But I think we need to go on some sort of run because this title race, I think, is going to be neck and neck the whole way. So I just think any points we drop could cause us big problems in the long run. So
yeah, we just need to deal with it. We just need to stop being complacent from our point of view. January is going to be a very interesting month because we've got Liverpool at the start of the year and you guys at the end of the month. I think Tottenham in between both of those results.
Ooh, you might have running the gauntlet, because it's the 2nd of January,
and we got Edouard Mendy. So here's a fresh dose of Kepa attack.
Yeah.
2nd of January. Hey, you lot need to do the business against Liverpool. You know what I'm saying?
I think we have Mendy for the Liverpool game at least. Thank God.
Yeah, you will because we had Salah and Mane for that game.
Because after combination stats on the 9th.
I can't have Kepa in goal. I don't care about.
I'll do on New Year's Day, I think.
I think they're saying that they're only going to miss 2 games because of the African Cup of Nations. The reason why they said it was longer was because of restrictions. So it will depend on COVID. Because if they have to isolate.
No, but like
Senegal's likely to go to the final because they got Mane and Mendy. They got a really strong team, so I expect Mendy to be there as long as possible.
Maybe.
We're gonna find out. Hey, if it hinders Liverpool, I'm all for it. Let's go.
Early Egypt's team ain't that great.
Nah, man, Salah gonna do bits, man. You know what I'm saying? Salah on a one-man mission. Salah getting to the final. Let's go. For the first time ever, I'll be supporting Salah heavy. Let's go, Egypt. Let's go. I might get an Egyptian shirt. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
No, I need Ethiopia to run through both of them on the way to winning the trophy.
For you, you know what? I'd love that. Just for you, because I know it'd be hilarious content if Ethiopia win the African Cup of Nations and Chelsea.
Let's go, man.
This guy be like,
you're gonna be
Africa. You'll never sing that.
African watch-alongs.
Everything.
Of course. Come on, fam. Of course, African Cup of Nations watch-alongs. Without question. Absolutely. I don't know what games to do, but I figured it out.
Ethiopia watch-alongs and everything.
I'm with it. If you want to run Ethiopia watch-alongs, I'm with it. You gotta be there though.
I need a stream. I need a stream or something. And that's
we'll find. Where there's a will, there's a way. We'll find the streams. Don't worry about that. I got you patterned. Ben.
As always, first place to find it, Sarcasm City. We literally have the whole Sarcasm City TV panel here. So links in the description. Like and subscribe. I don't know if we're gonna do this on Friday for the midweek results. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. But big up everyone that's locked in. Anyone got any other final thoughts? So we wrap up the stream.
Big up to everyone supporting. Go on, fam.
I just clocked that the two people at the top, their clubs can win 4 trophies. 2 teams at the bottom can only win 3 in it.
You really cut me off to say that, you know. Wait. Man really cut me off to say that dead joke, you know. You cut me off and I let you land.
It wasn't even a joke,
you just landed.
Facts.
It's just dead. It's a dead fact.
You know he cut you off to prop the League Cup.
Yeah. This is ridiculous. Anyway, big up everyone supporting
the worst
SHAMELESS
Carabao
FC,
Cup champions of all time in the bottom right. So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, you've not been Carabao Cup champions ever. So it is what it is.
You've never been Champions League champions ever. So
yeah, well, that was a long time ago now.
You never lifted those big A's, yeah.
We will. And when we do, we won't find you on YouTube anymore. So it's a win-win.
That is, you know what? That is a small crumb of comfort when City win the Champions League. That Ryan will disappear. That is a small big crumb of comfort.
Oh my god!
Yeah, Ryan will be gone for a week if he sees De Bruyne holding big ears.
Yeah, 100%. Because Jan's gonna be sending the message of that. Jan just gonna be spamming messages.
If De Bruyne wins it, Ryan is finished.
You can say, Jan, how's your morning been? And she's just gonna send you a picture of De Bruyne holding the Champions League.
Could you imagine if De Bruyne and Haaland were lifting the Champions League
as well.
Man City, and Diaz was back. You know what? I need that picture.
Any message from Ryan in the Sarcasm City group chat, you just get
man.
Champions League trophy.
That's what I need. I need that in my life. I don't think we'd see Ryan ever again.
Hey, City, for the culture, you gotta do what you need to do.
You need to see it
for the culture. For the culture. But now, large up everyone supporting SHAMELESS FC, supporting Lewis's channel. Lewis, blessed for having, man, as always. Going live on the Twitch as well, people, for this Newcastle Norwich watch along. So head over there. Lewis, obviously, feel free to hop over.
Newcastle Norwich.
Yes,
actually, it's the Shelby watch along, innit? I'm on that.
No, it's not. You can fuck off. That's what you can do.
It's John Joe watch along, innit?
Is it?
I'm on your John Joe watch alongs. It's about one midfielder and it's Billy Esther, bruv. On your Shelby.
I can't believe we are having a Billy. I can't believe we are having a John Joe Shelby versus Billy Gilmore debate.
What do you mean versus? We ain't doing no versus. One is a Champions League trophy. The other's an also ran one of the worst Liverpool teams in history.
Yo, all right. And that's the time to end the show.
Oh yeah, Lewis, I've got something to say. Your guy Jesters wanted one of my tweets to be brought up on the show as well. Prime Coutinho better than KDB all day, man. All day. Prime Coutinho better than KDB.
Don't give a shit about Prime Coutinho.
It's very random.
Coutinho over Prime KDB.
Yeah, all day. All day.
Okay. Right, well, big up everyone. Smash the like and subscribe button to SHAMELESS FC. Everyone's socials are down in the description below. We might be back on Friday. If we aren't back on Friday, we're back on Sunday. Smash the like and subscribe button. As always, we will leave you with the best team, the Club World Cup champions, and also the first ever Club of the Year for the Ballon d'Or. Big up everyone. Like and subscribe, and we out. Up the Chelsea.